What is going on, everybody? It's theRealKaaayle here, back with some Mortal Kombat 11 content to the channel. I apologize for not uploading Saturday. This week has been more inconsistent than usual with the channel, because honestly I just haven't really felt like really playing the game, to be honest with you. Also, this has been a kind of a busy week for me, but yeah, Saturday I just really didn't feel like playing this game, to be quite honest with y'all. Needed just a day break for it. So, not even playing this game too much today. It is Sunday. I like doing my discussion videos on Sunday. So, I want to talk about Sindel. So, it's been 2 weeks since this character has been out now. And, you know, I see a lot of people talking about her because there's a lot of, like, great impressions about Sindel. I think it's just an overwhelming reaction from the community about this character. In both, like, the character itself, meaning, like, the presentation, her lore. A lot of people are like upset about what they did with her character, and just there's a lot of reaction about how she plays and like where she fits into the game currently. So, but today we're going to talk about where she fits in the game currently, and just from the title, does this character need to be nerfed? Because this character can do quite a few things other characters can't do in MK11. I would say right now, this is kind of crazy to say, but I think it's safe to say that Sindel has the most combo potential in any character in this game. At least in her first variation. The splitting hairs variation. She has, and the reason for this is because she has a dedicated combo launcher that she can use twice in the same combo. Kind of like Nightwolf's Rising Tomahawk. The haircut move, she can use that twice in the same combo, and it makes, she can get to 30% for a bar, and consistently 30% damage for a bar, and she spends extra bar, she can get downward near 40%, right? And her buttons are really pretty good buttons, pretty good tool set. She also, across all of her variations, she has her back two. Her back two is a low hitting meterless launcher, dedicated launching maneuver. So that also, combine that with haircut, you can use both of those moves twice in the same combo and get ridiculous combo damage. She has some pretty decent mix-ups. Her overhead, she has an overhead starter, a low starter, and some of her strings end up hitting low and overhead in between, and you can, like, her back 3-4-4 and her back back 3 into a haircut, you can do that as well. So there's a lot of different things that you can do. With this character. Her second variation, you can get like 40% unbreakable damage. That's a lot with her jump in. And her third variation has pretty decent counter zoning tools. So Sindel's doing some pretty crazy stuff. Her crushing blow, I'm seeing a lot of crazy crushing blow combos that people are coming up with that are pretty practical in game with the scream crushing blow. That scream crushing blow, at first I thought it wasn't going to be that good because it kind of comes out sort of slow and it feels sort of unsafe on block, but a lot of people are not punishing it right now. It is, I get it, Sindel's brand new, but that scream crushing blow starts up a lot of damage. If you get that screen crushing blow, you're guaranteed. If you do your combo correctly, you can easily get 40% away from your opponent. Like, Sindel touches you, your health bar is depleting, and it can feel pretty oppressive. So the question does arise: does Sindel need to be nerfed? Does this character need to be nerfed? And my answer to this is my opinion, is I think this character should not be nerfed, but I think a few things, very few things, should be changed about Sindel. And alright, so the reason I don't think Sindel needs to be nerfed, right? Because one of the biggest complaints about MK11 that I've seen in both people who play Mortal Kombat games a lot and mostly the NRS community, they want characters to have more crazy combo paths and combo potential. And Sindel brings that out in this game. Sindel brings that out. And I feel like if they take away her launching, some of her launching options, her combo extension options, and just overall reduce her damage, I think they're kind of taking the fun away from MK11 and the character in general. There's so many, like, one of the things is that I feel like some characters in this game, well, not even some, I feel like a good majority of the characters in this game before the third variations came out felt stifled. They felt like very, very limited options that you could do. I've seen some people in the comment section say, oh, I'm doing the same combo over and over again. Well, that's simply just because MK11 doesn't have that many combo paths. There's only like one, maybe two options that you could go for in a combo. And if you go for something else, you're probably just going for that other path just to mix it up, just to add some flair. But there's no reason to do it other than you're just giving up. You're giving up too much damage on the table. Sindel actually has like about probably 3 bare minimum in like the first, like 3 in the first variation, right? Combo pass that you can go for consistently in this game. Like, that is insane that this character can do that. I feel like other characters, even like Sonya, doesn't have like that many combo paths, even though she's like known to be, she's notorious for being like a combo monster in previous MK games. Kitana, you know, the developers went even as far as to call her the combo queen in one of the Kombat casts. Kitana's combos are very, very limited in MK11. Sindel is the new combo queen of Mortal Kombat. She's the new combo queen, and I think players want that. It looks fun. Her combos are satisfying to do, they're damaging, and they're rewarding. And I don't think that needs to be taken away from her at all. Her combo damage should not be nerfed. And another reason why I don't think her combo damage should be nerfed is because her buttons are really, really slow, y'all. To land your buttons, you really have to space your opponent out. And Sindel does suffer from fighting people up close. I think her poke game is terrible. Awful. Her fastest poke is, I believe, 8 frames, and it's her down 1, and it's kind of stubby for a down 1. Then there's her down 3, which has a lot of range, but I think it's what, like something like 13 frames, something outrageous like that. And it doesn't have that much hit stun. Her down 4 is 9 frames, has a decent amount of range. It causes a good decent amount of hit stun, but you're not gonna jail into anything because her standing buttons aren't even that fast either. So her best like tools in neutral, like her forward 2, which is her long ranging overhead, yes, it has a lot of range and it causes a lot of combo damage if you start the combo with her forward 2, but her forward 2 is 25 frames, y'all. It is 25 frames, and I get it. Overheads are strong in fighting games. Overheads are always more likely to hit than lows, just because I think most people on reaction are trying to go for low pokes and stuff like that, so that there's some naturally ducking low, right? Sindel's overhead is 25 frames, and just doing she kind of has to commit to doing something when she does that. She has to do she has to complete the string, because if you just do forward 2-1, it's unsafe. Anybody could punish her for it in close range. If she does the low, it's full combo punishable. If she does the high, yes, it pushes her far away, and there's a lot of space that you can attack there. There's a lot of space, so like you can't really punish her, but that's a lot of, you can flawless block that as well. You can flawless block it and you should be able to punish her. Like, it's not crazy like Sub-Zero's 19 frame overhead that you consistently get hit with online. It's not as bad. Like, Sub-Zero's overhead's 19 frames, but sometimes I swear that thing is 15 frames. That thing comes out so fast sometimes. Really, it really does. What's next? Her back 3 is like 18 frames, I believe. Her fastest mid is 14 frames. 14 frames is her fastest mid. And you know, MK11 is a game about mids, grabs, and pokes. I feel like MK11 is really all about that. You need to have a really oppressive mid in MK11 to be really good. So let's talk about the mid now. Now this is where I feel like something should be a little bit changed about Sindel. So her forward 4 is such a good, weirdly good pressure tool, because it's 14 frames, so it's not that fast, but it's such a good go-to move because pretty much nobody can punish it in the game. if you do forward 4 up 3, the pushback on the move, how far she flips away from the opponent is really tremendous. I think it's minus 13, but at that range, nobody's punishing that. I don't even think slide maneuvers can like punish that. So like if you try to do Sub-Zero slide, Jackie's dash punch, or Johnny Cage's shadow kick, you can't punish Sindel even that far from a distance. It's such a safe, it creates a lot of safety, and I feel like that needs to be changed about Sindel. It's a little bit too good to just throw out forward 4 up 3 all day. And you know, there's a mind game behind it too, because you could do forward 4 into grab, even though forward 4 is by itself, I think it's like -7 on block. You know, if you're afraid of that up 3, you get hit by the up 3, it resets to neutral. Your opponent, you lose a little bit of life. Your opponent's at advantage if you get hit by that. And if they block it, it's pretty much safe. So that's the one thing I wish that I think that Sindel is a little bit too good in. But honestly, if they never change that about her, I wouldn't even be mad about it, just because the speed, her buttons is all about frame data. Her frame data really is trash, y'all. Her frame data is really slow. She does not have like a really good neutral tool that is less than 13 frames. Like, that's pretty bad. So she has to really space the opponent out and be methodical and pick her spots when to attack. So in addition to that, also this is probably just me, maybe her screen could be a little bit more negative. I don't know, I feel like there's different versions of the screen that you can allow yourself to be, you know, more safe and or less safe. But I think her scream is might be a little bit too unsafe, but I just don't really see too many people punishing it right now. So that's why I don't know, that's why I kind of feel that way. But other than that, I think her scream is for the most part fine. I think Sindel for the most part is actually a pretty balanced character. I think she's really, really strong, but she definitely has some clear weaknesses. She gets zoned out pretty badly too. Let me talk about that as well. In her first variation specifically. So her first variation, yes, she has the hair flip move that she can use to get, but it's more like a hard read than like you punishing a thing on a projectile on reaction. Projectiles with certain like arcs can still clip her out of it, just because she kind of has to jump, then like float, and then catch the opponent doing the move. It's also really, really unsafe on whiff and block. So it's a hard read. You just have to hard read. She has tools to get around it, zoning, but they're not like really that good. Her flight maneuver is, I honestly think the flight move is really bad. It's very gimmicky. It's really not going to get you around projectiles in this game. So that's why I think, yeah, she could have a tough time getting zoned out. I think even in her second variation, yeah, she has mobility options, but like I said, it's not necessarily something that you're gonna use on reaction. It's something that you just need to hard read the opponent with that. So that's my opinion on Sindel, really. I hope it makes sense for a lot of you guys. This is just how I feel about the character, because I'm me just responding to like certain things that I'm seeing, like a lot of communities talking about. I think Sindel is in a great spot right now, and I don't want to see this character get nerfed just because, you know, people are kind of complaining that, oh, I get touched and I'm dead. I'm like, yeah, but look, there's a lot right now in this game. We need to address a lot of other characters right now than Sindel. Like, let Sindel have her time, and then we'll see based on the tournament. I just think it's too early to be asking for nerfs for Sindel right now. So let me know what you guys think. I think Sindel is great. I think she might end up being the best DLC character when it's all said and done. I won't even be surprised if Spawn could definitely steal the title from her. I feel like if Spawn has as much combo potential as Sindel, Spawn will be the best DLC character. But that's gonna be it for today, y'all. Let me know what you guys think. Please reply in the comment section. Let me know what you guys think about Sindel. Should this character be nerfed? Should she not be nerfed? Let me know. Do you want to see more characters in MK11 that have the combo potential like Sindel? Would it be nice to see like if like the entire roster had like, you know, like an update so that they had as much combo potential as Sindel? That would be pretty awesome as well. But so let me know what you guys think about this. Stay real, y'all. Have a good day. Peace.